As the title may suggest, this video is going to have it all: romance, best friends getting estranged, high school sweethearts breaking up, and moms being dragged in the mud. You name it, we got it. So, word on the street is that NFL high school sweethearts Zach Wilson and Abby Giles broke up earlier this year. And while that's completely fine, the drama that followed is something else entirely. Let's get started. First up, Zach Wilson and Abby Giles. What went down? So, let's take it from the beginning. Zach Wilson, the NFL star, seems to be getting a lot of action this offseason. While being a public figure and having a very public relationship where you flaunt each other on social media is rather difficult to manage, breaking off that well-known relationship is even harder. But earlier this year in 2022, the high school couple Zach Wilson and Abby Giles broke up and quietly deleted posts related to each other from social media, while simultaneously unfollowing. Well, that told us and all the fans out there what they needed to know. But recent events have put the two and their breakup back in the spotlight. Abby Giles is a 22-year-old who followed her then-boyfriend to the NFL drafts and cheered him on from the stands through the quarterback's career. Fans and onlookers were expecting to hear engagement news soon, but the couple had other things at play, it seems. Well, it's safe to say we're happy if they're happy, but are they? Next up, let's talk about Zach Wilson, Abby Giles, and Dax Milne. What kind of triangle do we have here? It seems that when the Brigham Young University phenomena took out his ex-girlfriend Abby Giles from his social media handles, he scrubbed out former best friend and NFL player Dax Milne as well. We don't know about you guys, but our spidey senses had been tingling since. And right on cue, adding to the relationship drama the ex-couple tried to avoid, rumor has it that Dax Milne, former roommate of Zach Wilson, is now dating Abby Giles, the well-known and forbidden best friend's ex. You may think that dating your ex's best friend trope is getting kinda lazy, but there's more. These rumors are simply the most recent in a long line of dramas involving the young quarterback, who was once viewed as a decent and lovable Mormon guy who loved his mother and would eventually be married to his longtime girlfriend Giles after she had supported him for so many years. On July 9th, Dax Milne, Zach's former roommate and closest friend from Brigham Young University, appeared to confirm his relationship with Abby, which set off the drama. The wide receiver with the Washington Commanders posted 2 images of the couple cuddling up on a beach with the caption, "Word on the street." Even though it's difficult to determine who the woman in the picture is, sports website U Stadium identified her as Abby in a since-deleted tweet and noted that Zach and Dax no longer follow each other on Twitter or IG. So who was it? Abby? Not Abby? Next up, let's talk about the more sinister accusations Giles seems to be throwing around. We fans tend to get invested too much too soon. And while it wasn't too soon in this case, the trolling did get a little extreme. Many admirers who had been following the Giles-Wilson journey and relationship from quite some time didn't seem to take this breakup and the new relationship as well as one would hope. Fans started harassing Abby and labeling her a homie hopper as soon as they learned about the new relationship. They left comments and she faced some serious backlash on her Instagram account. However, Abby Giles didn't stay quiet for long. The 22-year-old dancer responded to one of the commentators by claiming Zach was the true homie hopper and that the quarterback had been sleeping with his mom's best friend. Well, it's safe to say we did not see this coming. Although the mother's best friend remains unknown and there have been no further comments on the matter by Zach Wilson or Abby Giles, or Giles' mom for that matter. Instead, soon after that clapback, Abby deleted her Instagram profile and Dax disabled comments on his post, teasing us about Giles. But that's not how it works here, now does it? We live in an age of a rapidly active and growing social media world. Once you put something out there, you simply can't take it back. Sure enough, a screenshot made its way to Twitter and indicated that the Jets' equipment manager, Joe McMahon, had criticized the 23-year-old Commanders wide receiver. I don't know which is going to be the bigger joke, your NFL career or this romance. The rumors generated a number of memes, one of which joked that Wilson did play for the Cougars, as well as posts from other NFL stars who appeared to be in awe of Wilson. Dax Milne broke the bro code and can never be forgiven for that, one person tweeted. Others joke that Zach has always been into that Cougar life, adding that this would affect his sophomore season. Even further, BetOnline asked its Twitter followers whether they should provide Zach Wilson Wilson's MVP odds for the 2022-2023 NFL season. Chad Johnson, a former wide receiver, tweeted, "Zach Wilson is the GOAT," abbreviating the phrase greatest of all time. Naturally, wagers have already been placed by fans based on those odds. We might not have anticipated the turn of events, but the aftermath, we saw that coming from a mile away. That's not all, folks. Let's move on to other news. Starting with who Zach Wilson is dating now. The Jets player seems to be moving on from the previous love life fiasco and looking ahead. He was seen canoodling with a new blonde at the Mexican rave and was even seen holding hands by TV cameras. The blonde turned out to be Nicolette Delano. Nicolette has over 35,000 Instagram followers and uses TikTok frequently. To the joy of her social media admirers, she routinely posts glam photos and bikini pictures. While waiting to get ready for training camp, Wilson has been making the most of the remaining July activities. The Jets will report to training camp on July 19th in preparation for the 2022 NFL season. On the latter days of his vacation, Wilson published a photo online with some of his loved ones. The young quarterback uploaded a photo of himself on a boat off the coast of California with the caption, "Time with the fam." Well, we do hope he's making better decisions now. And it seems like influencer Lisa Nealman Wilson has a lot to say on Instagram. Following the recent drama that ensued, Lisa Nealman Wilson, influencer and mother of NFL player Zach Wilson, took to Instagram and posted a 30-minute video in which she talked about the work of Satan and online predators on social media. What? Did you guys think that she was going to talk about the soap opera that her son's love life is right now? Well, if you did, we're here to tell you that she in fact did not even go near that minefield. Instead, Lisa Wilson talked about the evil lurking on social media platforms on how she thinks she failed as a mother to her daughter. She talked about how she thought she had aced parenting, granting to the fact that her son was an NFL player. But in that narrative, she couldn't be there for her daughter. Apparently, a stranger on the internet sent her baby girl dark porn. The 49-year-old mom took to Instagram and talked about how she always thought she was a great parent, how she had given her children the tools to navigate and recognize danger. But it seems that it simply wasn't enough. In her 30-minute address to her Instagram family, she thanked mother's intuition and being able to intercept at the right time. Otherwise, who knew what would have happened? Son drama aside, we applaud this brave mom for coming out and being honest about the struggles of parenting. No matter how many you raise, you never know when a curveball is coming your way. And no matter how old they get, they never stop being your kids, now do they? Last but not the least, let's talk about the social media outbreak that followed. The social media trolls can't seem to get enough from Dax Milne. Reportedly, several tabloids and articles are calling out the former best friend by saying he's simply being used by the dancer Abby Giles. While we don't think that Milne would ever subject himself to a situation like this, it's always better to give things a fair chance. And by the way things are looking, it seems there might be something real there after all. Long-term relationships like the one Zach Wilson and Abby Giles were in take their time to end, but it seems the two are moving on in their own ways. That's a wrap for this video, folks. Tell us, what do you think about the whole situation between these three? Whose side are you on, or are there any sides to begin with? Let us know in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.